what do you mean about a great recalibration in the American standard of living? What I mean is this: global labor markets have opened up, and you're seeing it already. Work is going to countries, it's being farmed out to countries by American corporations, so the work is done cheaper. And actually, American consumers have benefited from price stability to a large degree because labor costs have been reduced. Now, there's a price to pay for that, and that jobs are being exported overseas. But in my opinion, unless you create artificial barriers, unless you have economic sanctions, this trend is inevitable. And I think we live in a world where it's been talked about, it might be demagogued about, but they're not going to happen. Okay? So the recalibration has started. And what that means is that the standard, the artificially, supposedly high standard of living in America will drop as the standard of living in developing nations rises. And again, we've been seeing it already. And when you really think about it, is it really a standard of living that's high simply because you can borrow your way into perceived prosperity? We're seeing the housing market regress there dramatically because it's not real. Okay? The next regression that we may see in the standard of living is that government benefits, we're seeing it in Europe, government benefits are going to have to be curtailed because the money's not there. And those governments are broke and our government's broke. But for the printing press, where we just add trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars in debt over the past decade. And so the regression, the calibration, the recalibration in the standard of living is taking place before our very eyes. And I believe it will be a good thing. Because once this happens, once the debt is reduced, once the artificial economy is curtailed, Americans can then start anew. They can renew their economy, and it will be based on saving. So the recalibration is taking place right now. I believe it will continue, and we plan accordingly.